honoring Afa Ah Loo, a tribute fashion show in Salt Lake City. In the aftermath of the tragic shooting at the Salt Lake City No Kings protest, a group of talented designers from Utah breathed new life into the remaining works of Afa Ah Loo, a beloved fashion icon. On a Friday evening, the second floor of the Natural History Museum of Utah was enveloped in a hushed, reverent anticipation. The audience, seated in uniquely designed chairs that followed the room's organic curves, was buzzing with excitement for the creative Pacific fashion show to commence. A small figure with long brown hair could be seen bobbing up and down on the tall staircase, prompting attendees to lean forward in their seats, their handheld fans momentarily pausing in their rhythmic motion. Finally, young Afa Ah Loo made her entrance, and the crowd erupted in a chorus of cheers and encouragement. Dressed in a sage green gown adorned with ruffled sleeves and a large bow at the back, she gracefully navigated the makeshift runway, her steps synchronized with a powerful drum beat that resonated through the space, the train of her dress trailing elegantly behind her. Following Vera's captivating walk, a series of models took to the runway, each showcasing pieces from the Afa Ah Loo tribute collection. This collection, which pays homage to one of the creative forces behind the event, had its roots planted long before the models stepped onto the runway. The narrative of the garments displayed that evening is steeped in sorrow. In June, Vera's father, the esteemed fashion designer and community advocate, Afa Ah Loo, was tragically shot and killed during the Salt Lake City No Kings protest by a member of the event's so-called peacekeeping team, who mistakenly targeted him. Finding solace in creativity. Like many of Ah Loo's previous works, this collection originated in his Salt Lake City studio, a cozy space he shared with fellow designers Janae Pettit and Natalie Wynn. The studio, small yet inviting, fostered a sense of camaraderie. Pettit fondly recalls how Ah Loo's melodic voice would fill the air, a sound now replaced by a heavy silence. "I keep expecting him to walk through the door any moment," Pettit expressed, her voice tinged with disbelief. "I know he won't, but it's hard to accept that I'll never hear him again." The day after his passing, Pettit returned to the studio, where she found his belongings still scattered across the table. "I just broke down," she remembered. Wynn joined her that day, and together they mourned in the space they once shared with Ah Loo. In a heartfelt gesture, Wynn created a shrine around his sewing machine, adorning it with flowers and photographs to honor his memory. As local news crews arrived to interview them about Ah Loo, Pettit felt compelled to tidy up the studio. Amidst the grief, the friends discovered unexpected comfort in the fabric bolts and spools of thread that remained on Ah Loo's side of the studio. "I kept stumbling upon little sketches hidden in various places," Pettit shared. "They were tucked away among the fabric, on the desk, and even hanging randomly. I began collecting them." By the time she had gathered all the hidden gems, Pettit had amassed over 30 sketches. She and Wynn began to brainstorm how to honor Ah Loo's legacy. Initially considering framing the sketches, it was ultimately Wynn who proposed the idea of creating a tribute collection. "We decided to assemble a group of local designers who had personal connections with Ah Loo and shared a history with him," Pettit explained. Transforming ideas into reality. After receiving permission from Ah Loo's wife, Laura, each designer, Pettit, Wynn, Marie Keats, Natalie Clark, Kelly Barres, Destry Mendoza, Mary Reno, Janae Robison, Lindsay Fitzgerald, Jen Williams, and Ashley Rudert, selected sketches to bring to life. "This tribute collection is our way of honoring him, utilizing his fabrics and designs," Pettit stated. "We're striving to channel Afa's spirit and do justice to his creative vision." For many of the designers, this project represents a chance to give back to Ah Loo, who Pettit described as someone who prioritized community over competition. "The best way to keep his legacy alive is to embody the values he stood for," she added. The completed collection showcased a vibrant array of patterns and fabrics, with many designs featuring bow elements true to Ah Loo's original sketches. The custom necklines were tailored to fit each model perfectly, while a rich palette of reds, greens, blacks, and browns brought the runway to life. Ah Loo's family concluded the show, with Laura wearing a stunning floral black dress with a high neck, the only piece in the collection actually crafted by Ah Loo himself. His young son, Isaac, donned an outfit that harmonized with Vera's, a green vest over a patterned shirt and matching green shorts. A heartfelt tribute. As the show came to a close, the audience erupted into a standing ovation. Many attendees visibly moved to tears. Notable figures, including Moana 2 director David Derrick Jr. and his wife, Tiffany, who wore an original Ah Loo piece she had previously showcased at the Golden Globes, were present to witness the emotional tribute. The event also featured 7 additional collections from designers representing Samoa, the Navajo Nation, Guam, and Fiji. Benjamin Powell, who co-founded Creative Pacific alongside Ah Loo in late 2023, emphasized that the fashion show and its related events aim to improve the industry for future generations. We noticed a lack of representation for Pacific Islanders in our field, Powell, a professional hairstylist, remarked. Ultimately, we want to provide what we wished we had at the start of our careers. The organization, which also hosts various creative panels, workshops, and a marketplace, was established to connect and serve both the creative community and the Pacific Islander population. The fashion show naturally evolved as an extension of this mission. We felt that showcasing our journey would be the icing on the cake, Powell said, demonstrating the potential of our career paths. Looking ahead, Powell plans to establish a Creative Pacific scholarship in Ah Loo's honor next year, ensuring that his legacy continues to inspire future generations. As those who cherished Ah Loo continue to mourn his loss, they also gather to celebrate the profound impact he had on their lives. On that Friday night, the community he dedicated himself to honored him in a heartfelt tribute. Honoring Afa Ah Loo, a tribute fashion show celebrating a legendary designer. Honoring the legacy of Afa Ah Loo, a heartfelt tribute from friends and fashion designers. Salt Lake City, the fashion world and close friends are coming together to celebrate the remarkable life and creative spirit of the late Afa Ah Loo through a special tribute collection. This collection, a powerful homage to his legacy as a talented fashion designer, will be unveiled at the 2025 Creative Pacific Fashion Show. The event is scheduled for Friday at the Natural History Museum of Utah, NHMU, in Salt Lake City. Afa Ah Loo's story is both inspiring and tragic. Living in Clearfield with his wife and children, Afa was fatally shot by a volunteer peacekeeper during the No Kings Rally and March on June 14 in Salt Lake City. Before this heartbreaking event, he had made significant strides in fashion, competing on the popular TV show Project Runway, and designing the stunning outfit worn by actress Auli'i Cravalho for the Moana 2 premiere. Beyond his work as a designer, Ah Loo was a co-founder of Creative Pacific, a nonprofit organization dedicated to fostering creative collaboration and honoring the rich heritage, culture, and style of the Pacific Islands and beyond. Janae Pettit, a close friend and fellow designer who shared a studio space with Ah Loo and others, revealed to the Standard Examiner how the tribute collection came into existence. The designs featured in the upcoming fashion show are directly inspired by Afa's original sketches. While organizing her workspace, Pettit stumbled upon a treasure trove of Ah Loo's sketches, around 30 in total, scattered between folded fabrics and tucked away in various spots. This discovery sparked questions. Should these sketches be framed, auctioned, printed as art? These ideas soon evolved into the decision to develop a tribute clothing line that would be showcased at the fashion show. The moment we began talking about it, it just felt incredibly right, Pettit shared. With a background in industrial design, Pettit admits she once found the fashion industry intimidating, perceiving it as fiercely competitive and sometimes harsh. Meeting Afa changed that perspective completely. I actually hired him when I worked at Purple, so technically I was his boss, she said. but he was the kindest, most generous, and compassionate person. Meeting him and the network of people he knew in fashion reshaped how I saw the industry. If this is the side of fashion I got to know through him, I could see myself staying in it forever. The tribute collection has been a deeply emotional and healing project for Pettit, and the group of designers involved, including Natalie Clark, Kelly Barres, Destry Mendoza, Janae Robison, Lindsay Fitzgerald, Mary Reno, Natalie Wynn, Margie Keats, Ashley Rudert, and Jen Williams. This project doesn't feel like a burden or a chore, Pettit explained. Instead, it's a beautiful way for us to process our grief together. We all agreed Afa would want it that way. Despite the sadness and loss we felt, there's been something almost magical about how we've been able to support and uplift one another through this. Parts of Ah Loo's original fabric stash were used to craft pieces within the tribute collection, complemented by additional textiles, generously provided by Design Company Fabrics in Salt Lake City. This fashion event is a highlight of Creative Pacific Week 2025, happening from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. on Friday at the NHMU. Due to limited seating, those interested are encouraged to secure tickets early. But here's where it gets controversial. Some community members wonder if blending such a tragic event with a celebration of fashion might overshadow the deeper issues surrounding Ah Loo's death. Does honoring his art fully address the circumstances of his loss? Or might it risk glossing over critical conversations about safety and justice in public demonstrations? Adding to the week's enriching schedule, the fashion show will be preceded on Thursday by panels and workshops at the Utah Cultural Celebration Center in West Valley City, 1355 West 3100 South. A lively market day is planned at the same venue on Saturday. Both events begin at 10 a.m. and are free to attend. This tribute collection not only preserves Afa Ah Loo's incredible talent and spirit, but also invites reflection on creativity, community, and how we collectively process loss. What do you think? Is this the right way to honor Afa Loo's memory, or would you prefer a different approach? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Let's keep the conversation alive. Honoring Afa Ah Loo, a tribute collection showcase. Loss can ignite creativity, and sometimes it drives people to finish what others started. That's exactly what happened when local designers in Salt Lake City rallied to honor the memory of Afa Ah Loo, a beloved artist taken all too soon by a stray bullet during the tumultuous No Kings protest. Their plan? To turn his unfinished ideas into a dazzling reality. This tribute wasn't just about fashion. It was about keeping Afa's spirit alive through design. After his passing, a fellow designer, Natalie Workman, stumbled upon Afa's hand-drawn sketches and a small collection of fabrics intended for future projects. Workman didn't hesitate for long. It felt like our last chance to do this for him, she recalled. She quickly reached out to others in the creative community, and together, they dove into transforming Afa's visions into actual garments. But here's where it gets controversial. How much creative liberty should one take with another artist's unfinished work? The team wrestled with a delicate line, honoring Afa's original style while still adding personal brilliance. Workman admitted, "We keep wondering, would Afa want this train to be longer? Would he have picked this color? It's constantly on our minds." The culmination of their effort was unveiled at the Creative Pacific Fashion Show, where emotions stole the spotlight. Afa's 6-year-old daughter, Vera, became the heart of the runway, confidently wearing her father's designs for a cheering crowd. He brought so much joy to those around him. If our work brings even a fraction of that, we've accomplished something, Workman explained. For the designers, this wasn't just about stylish clothing. Every stitch represented a memory, a friendship, a bond that couldn't be broken by tragedy. The real tribute is showing up for each other, something that really embodies Afa's spirit, Workman shared. And this is the part most people miss. Deep down, this collection asks a bigger question about legacy and artistic ownership. Should we finish what others never started? Or do their ideas lose meaning without their direct touch? Do you believe it's a celebration of Afa's life? Or could it potentially stray too far from his unique vision? Let's hear your thoughts. Where do you stand on this emotional and creative debate? Add your perspective in the comments and join the conversation.